Last week, the Internal Revenue Service announced that they were easing restrictions on early retirement withdrawals in 2020. For many Americans, this means that they can temporarily pull money from the retirement plans without a costly penalty, and it's certain, this new policy is certain to help them get through a very tough coronavirus pandemic economy. But if you're over 50, these benefits, this new easing of restrictions, it's more like a double-edged sword. Hey everyone, my name is Lou Reyes and welcome to Over 50 TV. If you're new to this channel and you want career advice, if you want personal finance tips, and if you want the latest healthcare news, everything tailored to people who are over 50, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You can do that by hitting the little red button. It's underneath your screen. There's a little bell. If you hit that little bell, every time we produce a new video, it'll be delivered right to your inbox. And if you hit that thumbs up button, that'll let me know that you enjoyed this video and that you got value in it. Last week, the Internal Revenue Service eased restrictions on early retirement withdrawals by widening the category of people who can tap into their retirement accounts. Essentially, what they did is they said that any plan participant who's been financially impacted by the pandemic or has someone living with them who's been financially affected can now take advantage of tax-friendly provisions of the CARES Act. I'm not going to dive deep into the act or the provisions, other than I want to add that under the CARES Act, if you've experienced financial hardship related to the pandemic, the usual 10% penalty is waived for distributions up to $100,000. The waiver, now that only covers withdrawals made in 2020. Individuals can avoid taxes on withdrawals if the money's put back into their account within 3 years. If it isn't returned, if it's not returned, then taxes can be paid over a 3-year span. No doubt the relaxed rules will be a financial lifeline to many people, but it's also a double-edged sword, especially the baby boomers, because on the one hand, it can help them overcome financial shock, financial problems that they have related to the coronavirus pandemic, but it also reduces their retirement resources, and the latter can have long-term consequences on their retirement. What are some of the consequences for baby boomers? Well, number one, their retirement accounts are already underfunded. 28% of baby boomers, they have less than $100,000 in their retirement account. So any withdrawal, especially if it isn't replaced, that increases their reliance on Social Security benefits that on average are about $1,502 per month. That Social Security check, it's not likely. It won't come close to making for a comfortable retirement. Number two, there's a very, very real possibility that we will be living in a coronavirus-affected world for years to come. That, combined with the outlook for slow economic recovery, will make it more challenging for boomers in their peak earning years to properly build, let alone replace any money they take out of the retirement fund. Number three, history tells us that relying on salary increases to build your retirement fund, especially after an economic crisis, why that's not prudent. One of the key reasons 48% of boomers don't have a retirement account, it's not solely a consequence of the stock market decline during the Great Recession or the subsequent years of low yields on bond funds that boomers were urged to purchase. Nope. Wages plateaued during that period, so it was very difficult for most workers to ramp up savings. It's easy to project, it's easy to understand that same consequence, that same problem could follow boomers now after the coronavirus pandemic crisis. Those are three reasons we think pulling money from your retirement account is risky business, especially if you're over 50. Now, granted, having the option of pulling money from your retirement plan without the costly penalty, we know that can be a financial lifeline for people who really need the money to pay their bills. But I know it should be a last resort. This is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead, subscribe to our channel. You can do that by hitting that little red button. It's underneath your screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered to your inbox. There's also a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button because that lets me know that you like this video and that you found value in it. As I always say, everybody, have a great day.